on a better channel. All right. So, yeah, I was looking at all the different shiny objects. So best technology, pay a partner, provide training resources, free. Look at us, we're doing it. That's a shiny object because you still have to understand your system yourself. And it'll leave me an entire economy around certifications, which is what Salesforce had to build. For the sake of anybody joining live or watching this video, and they go, where's the rest of it? The rest of it's going to be on a different video that I got to post for my different channel. I'll post a link to the actual start of this thing in this video. Yeah, that's all I'll probably do. That's easier. And, we'll go from there. So what I was calling all this stuff is a back office sales, I call it a boss, the back office sales success is the boss, but the bosses, I fix broken bosses. Your business operating sales success evaluation system is broken. So your back office sales success evaluation system is broken. Back office. You don't know how to look at the data. If you knew that behavior triggers action, data, the result of the report answers the question what to do next, that's triggering action, then you would make reports that help you make better decisions. But here's the problem. You don't know what the value. You may not even understand how sales really works. Not today, not with all the tools you have at your availability and all the different inputs and the noise and trying to keep track of it all. It's a noisy place out there. Knowing how to find out what to do next, it also ought to tell you how to do what's next that's better than something else, like guide that behavior as to what's actually better. I don't know. Those are some of the things I've been thinking about. Those building reports that matter if you understand the relationship between the data and behavior. I don't think a lot of people really understand that. I know I'm even trying to figure out a way to articulate it. Patrick, what do you think? Like in your last or most recent, most disruptive position, what are some of the missed opportunities your company had when it came to like how they looked at their data, like not understanding what the data in Salesforce was trying to tell them that it already had in reality? What do you think some missed opportunities were for them? Is that a good question?
Well, there were a lot of missed opportunities because nobody was creating opportunities.
Well, but a bunch, right?
And in addition to that, the sales org thought their opportunity life cycle was probably many times longer than it actually is, because opportunities would be opened, left open, continually edited or stored until essentially they were never closed, they were never actioned, and so you had opportunities that would sit in stage one for a year
So it was just
rather
clutter.
than,
They were
yeah.
hoarders. Wow.
Or you would see an opportunity get created and then immediately go to like stage five. It was both. Like you would have opportunities that would just linger forever, and then opportunities which would be created and basically closed immediately. So there was no accurate reporting of the life cycle length.
I wonder, did it ever get corrected? Like, did anything ever change?
Some of it, yes. So opportunities would be created by uh, BDRs when the lead was qualified.
Yeah.
And then there were reminders sent. So if your opportunity lapsed beyond the close date, there were nags to update the opportunity or close it. And I think there was an additional, there was something else that was put in place. I don't recall what, but to essentially force people to either update the opportunity or close it. It couldn't just sit there doing nothing.
I think
Did it change any behaviors? Did anybody act differently? Could you tell? Or could you tell? You couldn't tell, could you?
You can tell because now there's not stage one opportunities that have been open for 400 days.
So the data cleaned up. I just wonder if the
They could still game it by changing the close date, but eventually the response was going to be the tracking of how many times the close date was updated, and then stopping that as well.
yeah. Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to track it, right? That's the other thing. Like, so, and that's really good. Like, you can, those are good indicators that people are just moving the data without moving the needle, right? They're just keeping you off. They're working harder to keep you off their back than the customers, in the pipeline, or even managing a pipeline. They're managing their pipeline. I guarantee you they're making the amount of sales they need to make to pay their bills.
It was amazing that there'd always be some deal that ended up closing, right at the end of the quarter. Well, that went from stage one to stage 6 awfully quick.
Yeah, because they're managing it outside the system. So you got to have, at some point you got to do the business analyst thing. You got to observe what people are actually doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna watch you for a little while. Go ahead, do your thing, man. How long are you gonna be here? I'm gonna be here all day if I want. I'm gonna add it 30 minutes on every time you ask me how long I'm gonna be here. Or if you look back at me again, I'm gonna add an hour. I was just about ready to leave, and then you asked me that question. Now I gotta stay. Damn. They don't like that. It's Big Brother right there. And I think sometimes you gotta be look, it's called Salesforce, not Sales Ask.
it's a sales dictatorship.
Sales what?
It's a sales dictatorship.
Well, in
Not
some
a sales
ways,
anarchy.
you can force bad data, right? You can force them to give you bad data. You can force them to give you what you want. Better to force them to give you what happened. Like, make it as easy as possible to let them. Like, I love these guys. I was supposed to do a video for them. I'll give them a little plug right now. Maybe that'll come up here. But there's this great new app on the App Exchange called Veloxy, VELOXY. VELOXY.io, I think. And if you're an outside salesperson, get it. $50, $60 a month, pay it. If you're out and about, you're running around, it's gonna do all kind of cool shit for you. It's gonna if you stop at an account, I think it automatically, if you're there over a certain period of time, it'll automatically record that as a visit. You make a call to somebody, it automatically tracks it. Emails, of course, that's easier. That's all done with other magic too. They have a bunch of templates and stuff for the Google interface, and on the mobile app itself, it gives you a list of who's near you. You just start calling. You're sitting at lunch, you're done eating, but you're not in a rush to go anywhere. Pull out your phone, hit dial, and start calling people from your phone that are nearby. Might get a drop in. Whatever kind of business. I mean, I don't know if it's going to work for every business guy, but it would be great for a singles app. Imagine you put that in Tinder. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, I see how close you are, and I see how desperate you've been. So it might be a good time for us to get together. So anyway, do you like the progression from squirrel automation to making all those mistakes? Did that make sense? Not maybe not inside the reports that matter talk, but did that train of thought make sense?
I think so.
You think so? That's my answer. Just like automation is not the answer.
Yeah, not always.
Not always. 659 Alabama. I don't know about Alabama. Don't be talking about Alabama. Ooh. I don't know if you watch football, but the last couple weekends of football have been fantastic.
I do not.
You don't watch football? Patrick, do you watch football
Oh.
anymore?
No.
You don't? Well, this weekend is going to be Georgia and Alabama. Wait. Georgia and Tennessee are playing this weekend. And Alabama and LSU are playing this weekend. So two of my favorite teams are playing. Two of my, I don't care that much. But actually, it's a family weekend. LSU, my brothers graduated from. Georgia, I graduated from. Tennessee, my wife went to the games there, grew up there. And Alabama, my dad graduated basically from the University of Alabama. So it's like a family weekend. All my alma maters are playing. Can't be disappointed at all. And have you ever watched NASCAR?
I have not.
Patrick, when are you going to expose it to the finer things in life? SEC football and NASCAR. There's no woman on the planet that should be denied an inalienable right to be exposed to those two features of American culture.
Well, I've seen movies about football and collegiate football, and I've
It's
seen
not the
movies about
same.
NASCAR.
You got to watch SEC football live on the television. You don't have to be there because,
I was supposed to be an extra for Friday Night Lights at the Cotton Bowl Stadium in Dallas.
oh, really?
Yeah, but
Nice.
they were going to donate to this animal sanctuary. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go do that. They were going to donate like $5 for anybody who showed up for this thing.
Right?
But I got there and it was the middle of the summer in Dallas in the middle of the day. And I very quickly noped out.
$5. You got to pay me some cash.
Yeah, there was supposed to be Gatorade and drinks and whatnot, and I couldn't find any. So I don't know if somebody dropped the ball on that, but I was like, I'm not hanging out in this stadium for 10 hours or whatever.
To maybe be on TV for that nothing spectacular. Because if you try to
yeah, it's just gonna be some pixel in the crowd.
Yeah. And even if you went streaking, right?
To
Even if
be
you went
fair,
streaming, they could cut it out.
to be fair, I don't follow hockey either, so it's all good. I don't follow any sport.
The only sport worth following is pro wrestling.
Yeah, I don't even follow that.
That is
one.
true. Yeah, look, have you taken this woman to a live pro wrestling event?
I have actually. We were on TV.
No way. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, we were in like I don't know, what row were we in? Like
We're
fifth,
in the second row.
maybe 10th, second row.
Yeah, we're in the second row.
Oh, fabulous. That's funny as hell. Well,
I used to work for a wrestling promotion in Dallas. And by work, I mean I did it for free because there was no money.
by work, I actually mean, yeah, I got you. That's funny as all.
But I played the music for the wrestlers, the entrance music, and rang the bell as necessary.
Did you see Glow on Netflix?
No, but I'm familiar.
It's worth watching.
Are you familiar with Skandor Akbar?
What's that?
This is an old wrestler. Or Doink the Clown, the original Doink the Clown.
Wait, hold on. Let me look up Scandal. Oh, like I don't remember. Like, listen, there was a couple of Sheik. There was a Sheik and Scandal. He looked kind of familiar. Who was the other one? What the clown?
Doink the Clown.
What a terrible YouTube video. Oh my goodness. Was that you?
It was not me.
Did you play that guy? You do. That's about the right time frame. 1993.
He's dead.
Well, this guy's dead, but who really? You could have filled in for Doink, couldn't you? Nobody would have known. Wait, was that Matt Osborne?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Doink the Clown. Hilarious. All right. All right. Well, this has been fun, guys. I'm gonna hang on. Hey, hold on a second. I want to live YouTube live, so don't say anything. Right. Anyway, all right. Well, I don't know if we talked about reports that matter, but really learn how to look at your data for what it is and what it tells you. And does it tell you what to do next? So, all right, guys. Hey, have a good night. I'm going to go to the country club and play some poker tonight.
Have fun.
Bye, guys. Have fun.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
See you, man. And if you like what we said, if it's really good, we're going to chop it up and put it in our training materials, and anything else you get to watch for free. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and